Now, Robin Hood who can be against Robin Hood? You know, he's a hero. So in the US culture, in the UK culture, he's a good guy. What did he do? Well, there was a certain amount of redistribution, shall we say, from the rich to the poor. We created I think an easy way in for people that told the story that a tax as small as this will raise as much as that. That's all we had to do. A tax as small as this would raise as much as that, and it would do good things. Over the recent years, the financial sector have been very advantaged. At the same time, the financial sector, of course, have been responsible for a massive financial crisis. The poorest countries in the world that were not responsible for this crisis are not paying with their livelihoods, but often with their lives. So there is a moral, we think, a large moral responsibility here, and that it is absolutely fair and right that the financial sector does pay more in tax. It can afford to pay more in tax, and it ought to pay more in tax to make sure that women aren't dying in childbirth, that there is much less infant mortality, that pandemic diseases like HIV/AIDS, TB and malaria are dealt with. You could create more money to meet these goods by increasing sales tax, increasing income tax, increasing corporation tax, or do you go to a sector that has clearly profited the most out of the last few decades, that clearly makes excessive profit because it pays itself excessive remuneration? This isn't theory, this is happening. 11 countries, including Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and 7 other countries, are moving forward with a financial transaction tax, which, according to the plans we have at the moment, will raise 34 billion euros a year of additional revenue. So our task now is to make sure that a good proportion of that goes to global public goods.